welcome back to the channel. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I just now got a text message from my first customer of the day, give me their address and let me know where the keys are to their car. So I guess it's the start of what my new plans are with the YouTube video. I'm gonna start recording. I'm gonna try to record every single day. Like I told Nikki just a second ago, I waste more than 30 minutes a day playing on Facebook talking junk. So I guess I can put out a video every day. But I just got up, took Wrenches downstairs and let him potty, got me something to drink. I would use the bathroom, come back, I'm gonna lay back down, wait on Damien to get here. He'll get here about 7:30, 7:45, so me and Caden will get up. And I'll drop Caden off at work and we'll start our day. Ride with us. It's 7:40, now my alarm clock just woke me up. First things first, let's get him some food, some water. Damien's gonna go get him some water real quick. Here you go, buddy. Here's some food. Damien, bring your water bowl back in a minute. Hold on 1 second. Come here, boy. Come here. Ah, that's a good boy. Oh, your claw's killing me this morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Such a good boy. I don't know what's up with my hair this morning, but first things first, we got to run out here to Vail. It's a lady named Amanda. I've never done no work for her. I've done work for her father. But Honda Civic, passenger side, tie rod. I don't know if it's inner or if it's outer. So I'm going to get my big adjustable wrench. And I gotta make sure I got a big adjustable wrench, a hammer, and a jack. Because gas prices right now, normally I'd go drive it. I'd drive it from there to the shop and take it apart, put it back together, take it back. And I might still do it. If it's an inner, I'll probably bring it up here to Lincoln. If not, I'll just do it in the driveway. So I'm gonna get my adjustable. This wrench right here to break top distance. I use it a lot of times to do inner tie rod ends. I'm gonna throw it in the back of the old Jeep here. Make sure I got everything. I gotta get my floor jack put in here. Make sure I got something to take some lugs off with. And then we'll go on to our next job. All right, well, it's 7:59. Still don't know why my hair is laid like it is, but it is what it is. Me and Damien, we got up here to Vail, do this job. Tie rod. I got my jack. I got my adjustable. I got my other little wrench I usually use for inner tie rod end. I got my gun. I got my old trusty Craftsman box. We're waiting on Caden right now because he's pampered, so he's in the shower taking his time. So he likes to relax and all that crap. And he's been there for like 30 minutes. So when he gets out here, he's got to carry a battery out here for me for Ghost. Cause I bought a new battery for Ghost. So he's got to carry the battery down here for me. So we can get that swapped out today. It's just more to help somebody out than it is for me to go through and make a killing off everybody. I do about a minimum of a $50 service charge for just coming out. So if I do something, it's usually just, to even come out, it's usually $50 with gas prices and stuff like that. It's okay to shut that door down. Shut the door. So I got 2 other jobs planned outside of that, and if anybody calls in between, sometimes I'll slide if it's something simple. So I plan out my week every week, and then like I'll put a couple big jobs on it, a lot of little jobs, and then if somebody calls in between like an emergency thing, I can move some stuff around. My lip, I cut it yesterday putting control arms on the back of the Jeep. But like I said, that way I can move stuff around if I need to, and that way, like, cause I got like I've told, even on my voicemail it talks about, like, if you've been a customer for a long time, you get VIP over other people. The longer, like, if you've been with me and you've spent a bunch of money with me over the years, if you call, I'll move somebody else around to get you in, just because I'm loyal to my friends and my family and the people that's good to me. So if you've been here and you've been here the longest, you're up here higher than somebody that just randomly calls me right now. You know what I mean? So I got a couple of jobs. I got 4 jobs planned today. So now we're going to go through and we're going to drop Caden off at work, and we're going to get on this road going out to Vail. Ride with us. Here on the right. Come on up with it. We got here at 8:23. Damien just got the wheel jacked up, pulled off. Let me go ahead and knock this tie rod in loose and go from there. So we got an inner and an outer on this one. We got a new band clamp. Here's the inner. So we gotta get up in here. We gotta turn the wheel. We gotta pop this loose right here. I gotta knock the nut off of it. Then I gotta come in here and break the band clamp. Slide that over. Turn it to the right. I gotta break it loose. Spin it out. I'll make this one right here. I'll screw them together and make them the same length as this one. And that way we can go through and the alignment will be close enough till they get to alignment shop. That means grab me a pair of pliers to straighten this out, but I think I got it. Ended up, I brought the tools I needed, but I cleaned my truck out the other day. And there's a pair of pliers, a big old pair of channel locks I need. Cause this thing, I just can't get it at the right angle I need. So I'll throw it back together real quick. Damien's behind of us. We're gonna run it to Lincoln real quick, knock it loose. It'll be, it won't be easy job. It's just aggravating that we gotta go to Lincoln right quick to do it, but we're going to Lincoln. Oh, it's about 15 miles, 10, 15 miles up here, I think. Throw up on the machine real quick. All right, we got this done. It's like 9:30. Ended up, it was easy. Popped it right off. Went back together with it. Adjusted the alignment to get it close. Went from that to had a customer stop by that I had looked at on Friday for an oil leak. Stopped by so I could reevaluate it. So ended up making $50 on it because from Friday, from what I tightened up on Friday, he come pay me today. So he has another little spot. It's the oil pressure switch and the back china wall on a small block. He needs to go through and brake clean it off and put a little silicone on the edge of the wall with the item to pull the intake off of it. And he needs to go through and do the oil pressure switch, the little adapter piece. He needs to seal it. Like I said, we got the Honda done. We'll drop it off. After that, we got to run down here to East Lincoln, do an ABS module, and then I got to look at my schedule from there on. I got a Viola, old lady, Miss Viola. I got to stop by her place, check her that shit is making a noise to ride with us. Miss Viola, she's a nut. So she has a blend door actuator that was sticking, making a noise. So I turned the vent control back and forth a couple times, and it went away. But she's like, I want me a new car. She's like, I'm 74 years old. She's like, I want to go buy me a new car. She's like, it'd be my last car I ever buy. So she dead set on buying her car, but she got a little, like, 2006 Mitsubishi Galant. She bought it brand new, had 6 miles on it. She put every mile on. It's been a good car to where I keep telling them, like, that car outlasts you. I done a time belt water pump and all on it last year. I might even done a head gasket on it last year. The car runs great, but she dead set on to get her a new car. All right, we dropped the last car off at the house so we can go through and change the oil on it just a little bit for Miss Viola. Now we're gonna ride down here and put an ABS pump on this Honda real quick. Nice little neighborhood. All right, it's 11:15. Let's see how long it takes us to get this in here and get these brakes bled real quick. So it took us one phone call and 7 minutes to get here. Somebody called me, so tighten these lines up, pulled it all the way up, hooked the line up, I hooked the connector up on it. Now we're gonna go through, I'm gonna get Damien to pump it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the fluid all the way up here, get all the air out of the system from there. So we filled the master up. Now we're gonna pump this up, and then I'm gonna do this. This will help get me halfway there. How I'm not fighting the ABS pump. Then I just gotta go bleed the wheels once I get this on it. So I'm gonna get Damien to start pumping right here in a second. So as you can tell, I got Damien holding it. I went through and pumped him up to the top, got fluid holding there before I let him let off of it. And then I'll go through and put all these lines in here and roll on, and we'll start bleeding the wheels. 11:28, all the lines are installed. Gonna hook the battery back up in it. We're gonna start bleeding the brakes out on it and go from there. All right, so it's 11:35. We're rolling out. So put the ABS module back on it. One line was kind of a pain in the butt. It was a pain in the butt getting out. Like I screwed it loose and it wouldn't come all out, so I had to yank it out. When I went back together, starting that one was kind of a pain, but it went in there smoothly, just like it should. No issues there. Topped off the fluid. Like I said, we bench bled to get all the air out before the ABS. Then I hooked my lines up, tightened all that down. We went through and I went to each individual wheel, cracked the line loose, bled it all out. Damien had it fired up, said the pedal feels great. There was no light on. So Oh man, he just got text said he's home right now. If I want to get paid, go back down there.
With the other one, please. Gotcha. And then can I get some Chick-fil-A sauce? Gotcha.
Damien's changing oil. I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and go a little weed eat, cut the grass today. I got I'm starting to put on forward real quick, and then I'll be pretty caught up for the day. I'll get this forward done. Stuff like a jungle. My lawnmower's been broke, so I ain't really been cutting grass this year like I normally do. But we're gonna get on it now. Got it back together. I buffed her headlights while I was at it because they were kind of dingy. So I went ahead and she said she was going back to work. She's 74 years old, so headlights were yellow. So even if she don't buy a new car, she'll have good working headlights. Charge her, I think I'm gonna charge her $95 for everything we did for checking fluids, servicing it, checking over everything, changing the oil. She happy as crap about her headlights. We're done ahead on this. I hear a belt squealing. We're gonna tighten it up. Driving around the block right now. It's got a little bit of rough idle. It runs good going down the road. Figure out what's going on with it. Had to do a head gasket like the cylinder, the thing kept running hot. That's full of bars leak. Somebody had gone through and put a head gasket on one time, but they didn't resurface it. So every cylinder between it had been blown, had been burnt. So we had to resurface, put it back together. So now we're just trying to iron out the bugs before they come pick it up, make sure it ain't leaking nothing, make sure it's gonna run smooth and all that. Go from there. Better get some bulge and I start replacing them. And there's got a bulge around it. This one right here was in the car. It was good, but it turned around and lost it lost its charge. I never tried to put it back on charge. I ought to put it on charge, set it outside and see if it'll charge up. But I bought a brand new battery and a brand new alternator for it. So Kate's changing the alternator, I'm changing the battery. All right, well, we come inside, take a break, got the alternator on it, got the battery in it, got it moved around. I got to put the cam sensor in it just a little bit. We have to, got a little transmission leak we got to figure out. We got to check some bolts and stuff on, make sure all the lines are tight and all, but appreciate it. I hope you liked the video. Like I said, well, I'm gonna start trying to do some daily stuff, or at least 3 times a week. I'm gonna try doing it daily for the next little bit. It's gonna be, if it ain't your thing, I'm sorry. But it's gonna be more on the mechanic side of things, is just the stuff inside the garage and the mobile mechanic side, how I make my money and stuff like that. I'm gonna tally up the little stuff and just kind of show y'all insight on what I do of a day. Ride with us. Thank you. Bye.